Welcome to the WJBM Outdoor Show, brought to you by Midwest Tractor Sales in Jerseyville. We're coming to you from the WJBM studios in Jerseyville, the voice of the Tri-Counties. I'm Aaron Quillan. I operate Monarch Rivers, where the mission is simple: kill big deer. And joining us today, we have a special guest, Savannah Rheude, Rheude Ranch Taxidermy in Fieldon, Illinois. Thanks for coming on, Savannah.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Highly recommended from Matt Cheek. And then when I was hunting earlier in the blind, it's like, anybody know Savannah Rheude? And they were like, is that Eric's wife? Like, yeah, she does the taxidermy. Oh, yeah, that stuff's really cool.
That's
so
awesome.
Everybody knows what you're doing, and it's pretty neat.
That's awesome.
So how'd you get started in all of this?
Okay, so it was mushroom season.
Okay.
This was the last thing on my mind.
Yeah.
Was an art project.
Okay.
And my husband kept on and on and on. And I said, dude, it's mushroom season. So finally, I just took a pair of scissors and whacked the heck out of this turkey. And I was just like, all right, there you go. We have it. Well, a couple days later, I ended up buying a frame from Goodwill, popping the art out of it, turn it over, and gluing these feathers down. And I just ended up really loving the whole, it was like therapy for me.
Yeah.
So we ended up putting it online, and it got like 6.4K views.
Really?
Like by that next morning, and so many shares. And by midday, I had people calling, can I bring you my turkey? I'm like, yeah,
No
absolutely.
way.
I guess so. I told my husband, I go, dude, we got to get real wood. We got to start making real frames. We're in it now.
Yeah.
And then it was like, that was at fourth season too.
Really?
So I didn't have much longer to go. So I'm kicking myself in the butt a little for not starting earlier and actually listening to him, which I never do. So I ended up with 4 more turkeys that following season. So it just took off. And then still, I have another turkey that is coming to me at some point this week. They
Awesome.
just hold them, and they're just waiting for me to have an opening and put it in. Yeah. So it just took off.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, they're beautiful.
Thank you.
You're welcome. The turkeys are so just majestic in the way that their colors reflect and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Now, have you always been artistic?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I have. I'm very crafty. I've done it all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I've never done anything with animals, though, but this, it was pretty work. I didn't know if I was capable of it. And just like with every one that I get, I learn more, and I just perfect as I go. So I love doing it. Very crafty.
Yeah, well, they're beautiful. I'm sitting here looking at all the different pattern variations, and it looks. Are there basically 3 different parts of the turkey that you try and pull from, or there?
I try to get them all, because
Okay.
you never know if just what you have to wash, what you have to There are just so many different parts. If I cut this board and I run low,
Yeah.
I'm kind of screwed out of that
Yeah,
one. So
I
I
hear
take
ya.
dang near every feather that I can off of that bird.
Okay.
So
All right, and then this one behind you, it's beautiful where it's laid out. It's got like the body feathers right there through the center. You've got the wing feathers, and then obviously the fan there. I bet you see more, or you're starting to see more unique characteristics on a turkey.
yeah.
That people might not
Yeah.
recognize.
And then you can turn that whichever way you want on your wall. There's
Yeah.
no wrong direction. Just any way the light hits it, or it just does all these magical things.
Yeah.
It's just any way you turn it, it's pretty.
Yeah, and it's just so many times the iridescent colors of the feathers on the body just don't get shown off.
Yeah. I had a couple of Merriams this year too.
Really?
Yes. Same hunter.
Okay.
Back to back. He was like, this is my, this is a big deal now.
Yeah.
And I was like, heck yeah, it is. And I just made my own design with his Merriam turkey. And whenever I sent him a picture, he goes, I have another one in my freezer, and I was going to get a full body mount. He goes, but I'm going to bring it to you.
That's
so
awesome.
I did a whole different design with that one.
Okay.
So, yeah.
What are some of the characteristics that are kind of thinking about a Miriam versus our Easterns here in Illinois, what are some of the characteristics that were different for you?
Oh man, just like they were more white tipped. I love the white against the darker fan.
Yeah.
And then their back feathers were just totally, I don't, they were like more of a gold and turquoise to me than like a purple or gold like we have over here.
Okay.
And they were just so pretty. Harder to clean, harder to get the blood out of that white, but
okay.
It was so worth it.
Oh, wow. You probably have a whole process that you go through to clean the feathers.
Oh my gosh. So like sometimes it takes me 92 hours to finish one.
92 hours.
Yes. So, and like I said, I'm still learning as I go. Mm-hmm. So just cutting them and then placing them, I have them all in their own little individual totes with their number on them as they're brought in. Okay. So that way I never lose anyone's or misplace anyone's. So as I cut them and then I come back to these feathers, now I have to trim all the little, I forget what they're called, the little furry parts off of them. You don't want that in amount.
Right.
So that is, and then after that, you just have to separate. So I have like 10 different boxes. Okay, these are the wings, these are the neck, these are the back, this is the little butt feathers. Like,
okay.
And it's a whole process. And just cutting the feathers, I can sit there for like 9 hours in a chair, just my back hurts. And I'm just like looking at the weather outside because it's spring and I'm like, I want to get outside, and but it takes quite a while, probably longer to do the prepping of the feathers than the artwork itself.
Okay. They're wild. I mean, what kind of inspires you as you're looking at, all right, I have this turkey and I want to create this design. How does it come together for you?
I mean, my brain is so different. I can just close my eyes and just already know what I want to do on a canvas.
Okay.
So that, and then just other pictures or videos you see of something, I can see something and say, man, that would look pretty if it was faced this way instead of that way. And I just run with it.
Okay.
I just get my pencil and just start drawing, and I keep a notepad by my bed and never sleep.
Okay. Yeah, right.
And I just wake up and I'm like, and I'll draw out a design and just go for it.
Awesome.
Yeah. So.
And then, so turkeys are, generally about the same size. How do you, I guess, is there a certain size of frame that is too big, or how do you determine that?
Goodness, I made I want to say it was like a 55 by 55 maybe frame for a father and son reveal surprise mount.
Okay.
So it was just the matter of getting that fan off and just really looking at, okay, he wants both of these on here. So I just kind of take like a towel, or if I have something that would kind of fit that size, and I'll lay them down and just go from there. Just try to see, all right, is this going to fit here? Is that going to fit there? Is it going to look symmetrical? So.
Okay. All right. Well, that's awesome. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with a word from our sponsors. Welcome back to the WJBM Outdoor Show, brought to you by Midwest Tractor Sales in Jerseyville. We're coming to you from the WJBM studios in Jerseyville, the voice of the Tri-Counties. I'm Aaron Quillan. I operate Monarch Rivers, where the mission is simple: kill big deer. And for those of you just joining, Savannah Rheude of Rheude Ranch Taxidermy in Fieldon, Illinois. Savannah, the turkeys are phenomenal. You also do some other taxidermy work with the Euro mounts for whitetails?
I do, yeah.
Okay.
So something Matt Cheek, he's been trying to talk me into this for since last year, and I was like, I don't want to.
Okay.
Again. So my daughter, my 9-year-old, killed her first deer this year.
Awesome.
And I mean, the video we have of her on TikTok, gosh, she's just bawling her eyes out, and people are like, is she upset? I'm like, no, she is so proud of herself. So I wanted to do something special for her, so I started looking up how to do this exactly. Mm-hmm. And I've just perfected my skill from there. But after I did her first deer, a Euro, I brought it over to Matt and I go, all right, so what do you think? Is it good? And he was like, I think it's good enough. You can take more on. So,
Nice.
I mean, it just blew up from there.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
What's your process? Do you do the beetles?
so we just got beetles.
Okay.
We have around, I would say around 4,200 employees that are, they work for free. We just got those a couple, like maybe a month or so ago, and their colony is just like taken off.
Okay.
So we're starting small right now. They're going to get their first deer head this week.
Awesome.
So we're going to see how they do with that.
Okay.
But yeah, we got beetles. But other than that, like I just started off with just trying to boil them and then pressure wash. And I mean, it's a lot of work, just so many tools and so many different things that I never knew were inside of a deer. And a lot of people, they'll come over and check their deer in or, take their Euro out and they're like, what are you doing, man? This is making me sick. And
Right.
or their kids will come with them and ask questions. What's in that eyeball? Like, what does it feel like? And I'm just like, there's a lot of grown men that just their stomachs turn to this, and I don't know what it is. I just love doing it. I do.
It's interesting. To me, every time I cape a buck or, anytime I'm observing or doing a project, I always feel like I learn a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Something else. Whether you're, like you're saying, you're cleaning up on the skull, and you just kind of see the features or, the different glands that they use to smell and different behavior. So it always just feels like a learning experience when I'm doing that
and
stuff.
still, like, I think I'm around 40 in now, which my goal was to take in, like, I think it was like a weird number, like 11 or something like that, 10.
Okay.
And I think I'm like almost at 40. I have like 18 right now that I need to finish and get out.
Okay.
But I don't know, just every one that I uncape and do is totally different than the last.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just so many different features, different bone growth, different skull growth. It is just very neat to me to see stuff like that.
Yeah. So you were in a hunting family then?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Your husband,
Big time.
hunter.
Big
Okay.
time.
He's a deer guy, turkey guy, waterfowl. What is
He's
it?
more waterfowl for
Okay.
sure. Yeah, I
All
take care
right.
of the big meat.
Yeah.
One of us has to do it.
Okay, so you're all right. So you're the deer hunter.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. And how'd you get into deer hunting?
I don't know. I was about 12. I grew up in Louisiana, so we were able to use 308s down there. And my brother said, "Hey, I'll let you borrow my gun. If you kill anything bigger than you can have it." Well, my dad put me out in the woods, and I killed a yearling, and I tell you what, it was bigger than me, though, because I was little.
Yeah.
I just drug that thing out, and I told my brother, I said, dude, you're going to have to go get a new gun. He goes, nuh-uh. And, man, I thought that yearling was everything. I was like, yeah, look at me.
That's
so
awesome.
it started off like that, but I never killed a buck until I came here.
Okay.
So my husband, he has taught me a lot. He has showed me a lot. And so he barely gets out and deer hunts anymore unless it's with one of our kids.
Yeah.
So we're really big into youth hunting. If it's not our kids, we want to bring another as well. So
Awesome.
yeah, that's whenever he'll do the deer hunting.
Okay.
But I'm out on my own all the time, and I love it.
All right.
Yeah.
So you do archery and firearm?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. How was your season this past year?
Oh, man, I bugged out so early. I was upset, so I turned my cameras off.
Really?
So there was like, I don't know, this little 8-point. You could tell just in my cameras he was previously shot. He had like an arrow hanging out of him whenever he'd walk.
Yeah.
And there was just this one night, and it was so cold.
Yeah.
And I could hear the neighbors riding their four-wheelers, and I'm like, gosh, I'm out here freezing.
Yeah.
God, just send me that little 8-point that needs to be put down. And sure enough, here he came. I was
No
like,
doubt.
are you kidding? And then I was like, well, I guess I did a good thing. But then I'm like, I got one more tag. Dang it.
Right.
But I ended up killing my number one shooter from last year.
Awesome.
But he showed up this year, and he was more inward a basket rack, but he was still a nice 10-point. And he had 6 out of 10 tines broken. So that's something else Matt Cheek helped me learn to do. I
Okay.
rebuilt that deer.
Really?
Yes, all his antlers are all that. He's beautiful now.
That's crazy. What so is it like epoxies? How do you do that?
I think we call it Bondo. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Like the
it's
car stuff?
Yeah, I think so.
Really?
Yes.
All
yes.
right.
So he had to mix that with this and then build it up. And I mean, there's lots of drilling and wires and
No way.
yeah, it was a very fun experience to learn exactly. Just watching my deer come back to life was really cool.
Yeah.
It was really neat.
No kidding. So if you said he frame wise, maybe he went more inward and he like kind of
Yeah, he was
lost
like,
some of his spread.
man, he was like out. And then he's like a 10-point basket rack this year.
Really?
Totally not on my radar, but I was like, I'm out here freezing. And then I was like, okay, I'm just going to take him so I can just be done.
That's awesome. So was it on some food? Was he chasing does? What was he doing?
No, like 5 bucks came in, and I just so happened to look over, and I was like, oh, it's all does. And they came out in front of me, and I was like, oh, hold on now, that's a buck.
Right.
And then I'm trying to see a little bit better, and I'm like, all right, oh, that's a good one. And then I look down lower on the hill, I'm like, that's crabby. All right, cool. And he just kept coming in a little bit closer, and yeah, it was an experience to have for sure.
No kidding. All right. What time of year was it?
It was during second season.
Okay.
Yeah, second gun season, so I was cold.
Yes.
I'm always freezing though whenever I go out there.
Oh, it is. This year was exceptionally cold when
But,
you
man,
got to that.
I like to go up like 30-something foot in the air, or either I'm sitting on the ground on the, the cold.
Yeah.
But whenever I have my girls with me, I'm like, all right, let's get in a blind. They move way too much, so.
It with youth, it seems like a blind is a little bit more effective.
Yes. You'll be looking this way, and then you turn around and your kids just swaying back and forth.
Right.
I'm like, what are you doing?
Oh, that's awesome. How old are your kids?
9 and 14.
Awesome.
Yes. And my 14-year-old, actually, my husband was working nights, so my 14-year-old had to help me get my first buck about 50 yards into some brush.
Okay.
And her and I drugged that deer out by ourselves and loaded it in the back of our side-by-side. And I mean, the hug we had afterwards, like, we just did that. Holy cow, we just loaded this thing. And it was just like a memory that is just locked in mom brain forever.
Nice.
Something really special to be able to call your kid,
Right. That's what it's all about. I mean, yeah, it's fun to go out, hunt, harvest something, but it's the memories.
Yes, definitely.
Oh, yeah. So originally from Louisiana,
Yeah.
like the boot, Louisiana.
The boot
Like, okay. What part?
at Lake Charles.
I've been there.
Really? Let's go back.
Right.
It's fun.
I wore it out. I wore it every day. Lake Charles bait and tackle hat.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Buddy of mine had some friends down there, a guy named Jonathan Quinn, and he is a fisherman. That guy could catch anything. And we went down there on a trip and we caught a bunch of different, like all kinds of stuff. And I'm sorry, but the best food in the world comes from Louisiana.
I'm telling you. And I can cook it. And my husband is just like, he loves it.
What's your favorite like food from back home?
Jambalaya for sure.
Yeah.
And I make gumbo all the time too. And we have friends around here that are like, can you call me next time you make that? Can you send me with a bowl? And we just, we do it all the time. We're like, bring your Tupperware, making gumbo.
Nice.
Yeah.
Y'all do boils?
Yeah, every now and again we do.
It's hard to get everything for a boil, isn't it?
Yeah.
All the way up here.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it is.
Do you prefer crawfish or shrimp?
Oh, I love crawfish.
Okay.
But my mom has a shrimp boat, so I get free shrimp.
No way.
Yeah.
That's phenomenal.
Yep. Shrimp and crabs. But yeah, I
Okay.
love crawfish.
All right. So you grew up on the water, basically.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Like barefoot, out till dark. Oh, yeah.
All right.
I didn't know what inside life was like. And I'm
Okay.
still like that. I don't like to be cooped up. I
Yeah.
like to be outside.
All right. There's a lot of hunters from that area too.
Oh, yeah.
Lots. Everybody we met down there, big into hunting. So how did you and your husband meet?
Oh, my gosh. So my friend and I came up here to see snow for the first time. But since I've moved up here, it's already snowed down there like 3 times. I'm like, God. So we came up here to see snow for the first time, and we met her fiance that was up here working.
Okay.
And he works down there and then stays up here 2 weeks and then 2 weeks and 2 weeks. So I don't know. I think it was like hog pit. Before we even walked in the glass doors, I told my friend, I said, oh my gosh, look at that guy. And he just looked dusty and dirty like he had had a day. And that's my kind of man, a good hard worker. And I told her, I said, I love him. She goes, you're crazy. And I just walked right up to him and I said, me and you, we're going to be together. And he goes, I don't think so. You're crazy. And I said, you ain't seen nothing yet. And by that time, Marquez walks up and goes, oh, you met Rheude. And I go, oh, this is the guy that we're like, because we were going to stay with him and see the snow and then leave and go back home.
Yeah.
So I said, oh my God, you're in trouble. And he
That's
says,
perfect.
yeah. And she hasn't left since. And that's right. I haven't.
You really?
Yeah.
That's
I moved in
phenomenal.
right away. I was like, there's no way I'm letting you go.
That's amazing. That's true love at first sight.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I don't think he felt the same way, but I surely made him, I turned him into it.
You wore on him. I love
Yeah,
it.
I did.
Well, that's amazing. So I'd imagine it was a natural fit, you being outdoors, him being a
Oh,
big
yeah.
hunter. And then with the kids, what is their favorite thing to hunt?
Deer.
Okay.
Deer, yeah.
All right.
I mean, sometimes you just got to sit there and it's hard to keep a kid interested in anything.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'll let a deer come out and just be there 10 minutes and then I'll say, hey, do you want to get up and you want to look around, And they're like, oh my gosh, there's a deer. Yes, finally. All right, you see it. So
Right.
that's hard. But we're taking our little one turkey hunting this year.
Okay.
Now, my oldest, she does love turkey hunting because that's just more, you can hear it. But whenever you kill a deer, that's something way bigger. That's more of a like, I'm holding this is mine,
Yeah.
Where a turkey is just like, let me get this in the truck and we're going to eat it for Thanksgiving. It's going to be great. But I think they're okay on deer. I don't know. They like everything, anything and everything outdoors. I mean, we hunt all kinds of stuff, arrowheads, mushrooms.
Okay.
We hunt anything and everything.
Awesome. You find many arrowheads?
I do, yeah.
Okay.
I do.
Walk me through some of this. I don't know. I've found one ever.
Really?
And it was in like sand that was brought in for a pond. Like
Oh
to
my
make a
gosh.
beach.
That's
and
pretty
I looked
cool.
down and it was like a skinning knife, I
That's
think
cool.
they used it as skin.
That's
And
cool.
I gave it to my mom. She loves stuff like that. But
Awesome.
how do you find them?
You can literally find these things anywhere.
Really?
And I didn't know that growing up. My friend had turned me on to this, and I was like, what? I thought you could only go to like a specific area to find these things. And she goes, no, like you can really dig up your garden and find one. I had walked fields as a kid, getting to this person or that person's house. I never thought to look for something like that.
Right.
So once I got a little bit of knowledge on it, we have a creek on our property.
Okay.
And I just started going down there, which I never thought to look for arrowheads at that point, but I would bring all kinds of rocks home. And one day, finally, I just seen it, and it just, honestly, they just lay there as if they just fell out of somebody's pocket. Most of the time, they are right there on top of the surface. No dirt, no mud, nothing. And it's just like the shape, the notches in them, that's what should catch your eye over any color or anything else.
Okay.
So that, and then our lease has fields, and that's where I find a few as well. But I mean, a farmer, just ask. And I'm telling you, you can find them anywhere.
No
and my
kidding.
friend will tell you that too. Like the Black River, it's just insane. We'll go tubing or whatever and just plop up on a beach and go look and find them.
Really?
They are everywhere. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'd imagine thousands of years, that was the primary, and they're there.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's really neat to be able to, put something in your hands that hasn't been touched by humans in thousands of years.
Right.
So
That's wild. And then this area is...
packed.
Yes.
Yes.
I guess I'm sure I'll butcher this, and I'm sure I'm completely wrong, but my understanding is that because of the Mississippi and Illinois joining with Calhoun Point, that 3 different tribes were able to kind of coexist. I could be totally wrong. Like, comment on the Facebook or something, straighten me out. But I think that's how it worked. So, like, there's 3 different major civilizations living here in this area.
I have no idea.
I had heard that. I don't know, Campsville with the archaeological center.
That's a big one. I forget what they call them, but yeah, that's a big one down there.
Yeah, we call them the Arkies.
Well,
in Campsville, we call them the Arkies. Yeah, I guess students from all over. I know Arizona State's a big university that sends students out here, but for their archaeological programs, they go dig for the summer. And I think the one site's like the Coster site. Have you heard of that?
Oh, yes. Yes,
Yeah.
that's the name I was looking for.
Okay.
Yes, that one.
Okay. So, yeah,
that one I think was supposed to be like the biggest one, or...
I just heard something about that too. Yeah, I don't know. It's supposed to be a huge site. I don't know if they necessarily dig on... I should have somebody on here to tell me more about it. But they I think the Coster site is like big, as to where they dig would be just a small subset of that. I don't know. I'm not an expert on arrowheads, obviously. Well, that's cool. And then with the mushroom hunting.
Oh, yeah.
Where are you finding most of your mushrooms?
Dude, I go get lost for 12 hours a day.
Okay.
I put the kids on the bus, and I literally better have dinner cooked by someone else in that house, because I just want to be out in the woods, and I want to go. So where I find them mostly is like the weirdest places. I actually found one like growing on like just a rotten tree limb, and I'm just sitting here like making it go upside down and everything. Like, I don't know, the weirdest places. Our bait pile. We have this huge bait pile where we keep a camera on and we coyote hunt.
Okay.
Right behind there is just, there's mushrooms everywhere. And I don't know if it's like the bone or what. That's all bush honeysuckle back there. There's no reason for mushrooms to be back there. They say they're going to be under these certain trees or these certain trees.
Yeah.
I find 80% of my mushrooms underneath bush honeysuckle, which are... That's crap. That's unheard of, right?
That is nuts.
Right?
Yeah.
So this past year, I found them under pine trees. I tried.
Really?
Yes. I'm like, what the heck? So, and these are planted pine trees that go down our driveway. And my husband just so happened he burns off, I forget what it's called, but he burns off the...
like the needles?
No, the other side. Burns off the brush.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, I was just driving my car, and I'm hunting while I drive constantly.
Okay.
Constantly. I don't know who's worse, me or my husband, because we're always just like looking, and no one's watching the road. That's not a good thing. Don't do that. You got to have a buddy that's watching the road. So, and I was just going down my driveway, and I was just looking out there like, man, I wish that they would, and they were right here, literally all under the pine trees where he just burnt all that brush. So we started doing like a little research on that, and it says like, oh, they love burn areas. So if there's ever a burn area up in like Grafton, yeah, I would definitely go look in places like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh. So yeah, the thing that I think about mushroom hunting, and I've done it decent amount of times, but by no means I've got a lot of friends better at it than me. But you always are looking, a lot of people are looking up for trees and stuff, and the sycamores and the dead elms and the ash, but I found them on oaks just fine, which is crazy. But it seems like once you find out like what the environment looks like and you just duplicate that environment, it seems like you can stay on them pretty good.
Yeah. Yes.
In bush honeysuckle like that, I need to look there more.
Crawling
Okay.
with the ticks and everything.
Right. That doesn't bother somebody from Louisiana.
Heck no.
Grew up with that. That's awesome. Let's talk a little bit more about these turkey things, because these are so fascinating.
All right.
Have you experimented or thought about experimenting with other birds?
So I'm actually doing a pheasant right now.
Okay.
And I did 10 hours of feather prep, and I just got my board ready tonight. So I'll probably start working on that tomorrow, start getting these feathers out. But I did a wood duck.
Okay.
As well. And my husband's like, get the waterfowl, come on. I have plenty of these, the waterfowl tagged in, which I had to go get a whole special license for those.
Okay.
But I have all these ducks tagged in and, put in their little baskets or whatever. And I don't know, those are just ones that he has brought home or his buddies will bring to me that don't do nothing with.
Okay.
Still have to tag these in.
Yes.
Legally have to tag these in. So they're like, just do whatever, and I'm like, okay. And my husband's like, get on that waterfowl. Look how big waterfowl is. That's what people want. And I'm like, dude, turkey season's coming up. Let me get this pheasant out of the way. Like, it just took over. I don't know. I mean, I don't like duck feathers very much.
Okay.
I definitely don't like pheasant feathers. Oh my gosh.
Really?
Just tiny, itty bitty tiny, and just I don't know. Like I said, I'm still learning.
Yes.
I just bought this huge CD on just like walking me through what could possibly save me 30 minutes to an hour or whatever.
Right.
So just the smaller feathers, that's more work.
Yeah.
And which is going to be more hours put in. And the last thing I want to do, honestly, is charge somebody for something that they want. I just hate doing that. But then at the end of the day, I'm like, you know what? Yes, this is awesome. So yeah, it's just hard to be like, well, I had 92 hours in that, and here's, that's going to be $250. Is that okay with you? And they're like, are you kidding? Here's $100 tip. And I'm like, wow, okay, thanks. So just knowing my worth on the things that I'm doing or just getting better as I go. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. The waterfowl, got to get on that, which I have a board cut for that too. But
okay.
God, prepping those feathers are just a pain.
And so your husband, does he do the snow goose hunting?
Every now and again he does.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Has he brought you a blue goose or an eagle head?
No. I think he has
familiar?
a blue goose mounted, but
Okay. So you're familiar?
yeah.
To me, the blue goose, their feathers are so vivid. Just if you look at the feathers, there's so much like striking, offsetting, like black and white, and then just that beautiful like grayish blue that comes in there.
I totally thought that was like Windex on that because my kids got a hold of it one day and I was like, what did y'all put on that? So I didn't know that it was really that color.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What, the blue? Like the...
Yes. I was like, what is on this? Don't tell Dad. We'll just turn it this way. So yeah, I did not know that.
Okay, yeah. But I bet one of these would be amazing done with like a blue goose.
Well, I just need more brought to me then.
All right. That can be done. That can definitely be done. So we're going to take another break real quick, hear a word from our sponsors, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to the WJBM Outdoor Show, brought to you by Midwest Tractor Sales in Jerseyville. We're coming to you from the WJBM studios in Jerseyville, the voice of the Tri-Counties. I'm Aaron Quillan. I operate Monarch Rivers, where the mission is simple: kill big deer. And anyone just joining, Savannah Rheude Rheude Ranch Taxidermy in Fieldon, Illinois. Welcome back, Savannah.
Hey.
Yeah, so you have a specialty kind of, like I'm picking up, very artistic, these frames. What do you call these? Framed feather?
I just call them feather frames.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. These feather frames are spectacular. And you also have I guess you could say, a niche in the backdrops for taxidermy, whether it be Euros. I'm looking at some of your work right now. Talk a little bit more about that. How did you get into that?
Like the wood, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think that Euros look a lot prettier. Instead of just hanging on a wall, just having something with them that matches them perfectly.
Yeah.
So I go out on the river, just go for a hike close by water, and I pick up driftwood. Just ones that just, reach out to me. And whenever I bring them home, I make sure they're good and dried out. And then I put a hanger on the back and a deer hanger on the front. That way, whenever, a client comes to pick up their Euro, even though they don't buy a backdrop with it, I have 8 of them hanging on my wall.
Yeah.
And they can sit there and swap it from this one or that one or this one or that one. And I got super creative a couple months ago before the snow. I went out and I harvested mushrooms.
Okay.
And I brought them back to the shop and I dried them out.
Yeah.
And I put them on a piece of driftwood. So it looked like it was just an old, rotten, but just so beautiful piece of just a backdrop. And I had a client just this past week come in and he goes, "Did I buy a backdrop?" And I said, "No." And he goes, "Well, that looks really good." I'm like, "That's the point, man."
Yeah.
So he tried, I don't know, all 8 of them. And I said, "Well, do you want something a little weird? Because I have this one over here with mushrooms on it." And he goes, "I don't know." I said, "Here, just try it out."
Yeah.
So I put it over there for him and he hung it and he goes, "I'll be back. I got to go to the ATM. I want this one." I said, "All right." So he took like my most creative one, just, using what God gives us out there and just making something look so pretty. So I don't know. I like it. I love just a different look. Whenever you walk into someone's house, you want to see something a little different that you can't quit looking at.
Right.
Something that you don't know if you like it or, you hate it, but it's going to make you look at it. So I don't know. It was just, it was something that I always wanted to do. So.
Okay. And so this American flag one, you got those Euros on that. Is that driftwood that's painted?
No, that was specially made by John Castleton Sr., I believe.
Okay.
And he's actually, he's made a few of them. He has a few lined up to sell as well. So, yeah.
Okay.
So his son was in the military, and he ended up bringing me another Euro. So this one was already done by another taxidermist, and he goes, "If you could make this deer look like your Euro, do it." And I'm like, okay. So
awesome.
I redid that deer a little, his Euro, spruced it up, and his dad brought this in, and he goes, "Instead of a piece of driftwood, we want to do a double mount on this."
Okay.
And I was thrilled because I was like, "God, this is going to look so good."
Yeah.
So instead of just lining them up perfectly, the way that my brain works is we're going to offset these.
Yeah.
And I mean, it just turned out just amazing. So his dad makes those and he does sell them. So they're in my shop as well.
Awesome.
Like advertised in there. So if anyone wants one of those for their Euro backdrop, there's plenty.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then is that I see the one with the American flag and the turkey fan on it.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Did you do that?
I did.
Okay.
I did. So we're part of a committee with Squirrel Bowl. And yeah, have you heard?
Oh, I'm aware of Squirrel Bowl. I've not participated.
Oh, wow. You got to come out.
Okay.
So my husband is, what we do is we, do huge fundraising and we have this huge event every year.
Yeah.
Well, our vets are like, we raise money for them and we raise money for Project Third Day.
Okay.
Our vets, we work with Hua and Sal, and man, we love these guys.
Okay.
So every year, year we do, the guys do a guided turkey hunt in memory of Seth Eagleoff.
Okay.
So what these Sal and Huai guys do is they go out and they find us vets that have not done stuff like this before or that would like to harvest a turkey. And each vet has 2 guides. So we get all this property, we get these vets flown in or, whatever, just brought in. We feed them everything. We outfit them from head to toe. So with my husband being a guide for that,
Yeah.
he has, whenever he comes home from, this event, he's totally changed. And like just knowing what he knows now, or you look at the American flag every day, and until you get this really just personal touch,
Yeah.
it means something totally different now, just better, just more respect. And so while he was at one of his hunts, I decided I was going to make this. So this has been in the books to make for a while.
Okay.
This is something I had drawn out, and I mean, you should see it. I'm sure it's, but I used one of his old turkey fans.
Yeah.
And the stripes on that are actually the breast feathers. And then the square part of it, that is actually the back feathers. So that's all feathers.
No way.
Yeah, that's all feathers. Yeah.
Wow.
So over, I think it was like duck season, I said, hey, save me your shells. I want them. And he's like, wait, what the heck are you doing? I'm just give them to me. So I ended up cutting the brass off of the shells.
Yeah.
And I made these specific holes and just fed them in and just... so I was able to gift this to my husband as a surprise, just to let him know that whenever you go and you guide these vets, just know that, you're leaving me and your 2 daughters here, but don't worry about what's going on here. Just be in the moment and just learn from these guys and just be in the moment and enjoy every bit of that. Just, being in the presence of one of our heroes. So, so I made that for him. It's just like, you're doing awesome, so.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yep. Yeah, that's probably one of my favorite ones, and one of the last turkey mounts that I did this past year, maybe. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now, did Squirrel Bowl just happen, or is it coming up?
No. Yes, it just happened.
Okay,
We're usually
so.
like at the end of January.
Okay.
So yeah, it's an amazing event. Like you leave. That is. You leave so open to just everything.
Yeah.
Like your kindness level is through the roof. But my husband and I always said, like, this is our church. 2 days with these people and what they do is enough to fuel us the whole entire year.
Yeah.
Just hearing the stories and now being a part of the committee is just... It's an experience that it lives on. The kindness and just the giving, the stories. It just keeps getting better every year.
Awesome.
So you have to come out next year.
Okay, I will. Nice.
Yeah.
All right. So the backdrops, the turkeys, some waterfowl species are coming up. You've got the Euro mounts with the beetles. You got your process. You're rebuilding broken racks.
Yeah.
I mean, what's next?
Whatever is thrown at me.
Okay.
I've helped Matt a little in his shop.
Okay.
And just doing like the nose of his mounted deer and like the eyes and the ducks. And that is just so fun to me, being able to, being taught by someone that has awards for being amazing.
Yes.
So I'm like learning from the best, and he wants me to succeed. So that's the best part, him just being, so patient and open to teaching me these things. So I don't know. I think we have a couple things lined up with some neat stuff going on in his shop that I can learn different things, like a full turkey mount. And I don't know if I'll get into that, but I do want to learn it.
Right.
I do. I want to be a part of it, all of it.
Awesome. Okay. And then if somebody wanted to get get some of your work, some of your art done for one of their birds or one of their deer, how do they get a hold of you?
So I have a Facebook page. It's RR space taxidermy.
Okay.
And just look for, if it's a picture of me or whatever, because I know there's a lot of RR taxidermies out there, but I didn't want to put it under Rheude Ranch because not a lot of people can pronounce my last name. But, and if you do need me, you can always call me.
Okay.
618-946-2769.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. And then anyone that messages you about the taxidermy you mentioned earlier, they need to stop saying, "Excuse me, sir."
I get so many, and they're like, "Hey, sir, do you have any openings, or may I ask you a question, sir?" And I'm like, but I mean, they expect it to be a man that's running the show, and honey, it ain't.
There are women in taxidermy, but yes, it's generally men.
And I love it. I love it. Like my husband will go out there, they'll shake his hand, and then he'll leave, and I'm like, yeah, writing down, tagging him in, and then. So I think they get the drift after they're like, okay, she's the one.
Yes,
she's the boss. I got it. Yep.
She's the artist.
Yeah, that's right.
Well,
we could just go with boss. Just say boss.
Okay. All right. We'll go with boss. Well, I think it's exceptional work that you're doing.
Thank
you. It's been great hearing about some of the process and some of the lifestyle, the hunting family and keeping the kids busy and doing all that. That's what it's all about. But thank you so much for coming out tonight.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. So appreciate you.
Thanks.